So for those of us who do not know who are you and what do you do?
Uh, man, I'm my government my government name is Darrell Spires, but um, I'm affectionately known as King Pimpin, Marvel, Arkansas. I'm a rapper. Uh, I mean, I can't really think of a lot of stuff I don't do. I'm a musician, a rapper, a talk show host, uh, radio personality. You know what I mean? Like anything really involving media, I do that. I do that. So yeah, that's me.
Tell us about your childhood growing up in Marvel, Arkansas.
Um, so this might come as a shock to a lot of people, but I was actually born in Oakland, California. Yeah, I was born in Oakland, California. We moved to Arkansas. We moved to Pine Bluff, Arkansas when I was like 10. And then we moved then we moved to Marvel probably. I was like 11 years old. So, I mean, if anybody asks me where I'm from, I'm going to say Marvel because that's where, I've been there most of my life. But, yeah, but man, my childhood, man, it was different. So I kind of like watched my mother. I watched my mother. I watched my mother grow. Like, by the time I was like 10, 11, 12, she was going to school. So I actually got a chance to see her grind it out, like grind and go to school. And I remember when she graduated. You know what I mean? I remember when she graduated college, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and our situation changed. Like, cause at first we was kind of like on the, I wouldn't say we was poor, but we was, but I actually saw her situation change. Like, she actually went to school, got a degree, and man, she got a job as a teacher, and like I wouldn't say that my childhood was I wouldn't say that we was like poor, but once she got that, things changed. I got like things got better. We moved to what they call the white folks neighborhood. We moved to the white folks neighborhood, man, across the tracks, and so my high school years was like around the time she started teaching. So, things kind of like started getting better after that. Regular kid, man, basketball, WWF wrestling. I had a good, man. I would say pretty normal childhood. My father was so when my mother and father met in California, and we left for Arkansas, my father started in the entertainment business. My father is like he's like an entertainment manager. That's what he does. Like, that's what he does to sustain his lifestyle. But he's also like a movie director, and he's in entertainment as well. Like more on the comedy side, more on the comedy acting side. But yeah, I had a pretty good child. Like, my father wasn't always like, we was in Arkansas, he was in California, so he wasn't like always like physically present, but he was always there. Like, he never was like an absent father or nothing like that. So, man, I ain't got one of them struggle stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my childhood was pretty good, man.
At what age did you start creating music, and when did you start taking it seriously?
So I wrote my first rap when I was 15 years old, and that was 1995. Me and my cousin G-Ball, Lamarck, man, we was in there, and we had the radio. We had, oh my God, I'm finna show my age. But we was in there, man, and I forgot the name of the song, but we had recorded, we had recorded the beat off a tape. We back then you just used to hit record on the thing, man, and we just started rapping, man. I was 15 years old. That was my first rap. I ain't really started taking it serious till probably 2000. Probably 2000 when, when we started actually going to like a real studio, So yeah.
How did you feel about the rap and hip hop scene back during that time?
We moved from Marvel to Fayetteville. I think it was 2001, 2002, and we had came up here about '99. We did a little show in Dixie Street. It was this place called Docks. We was outside. We did a show outside, and it was probably 4 or 5 like black people rapping, like black people actually like that did songs. One of them was Black J. he's still doing this thing. So once we did the show, and we went back home or whatever. Like I was thinking that it was like, okay, this is a pretty cool hip hop scene. But I moved back like 2001, 2002, and I came to find out that it wasn't no black people up here doing that. Like it was hip hop was non-existent. The radio station was 1340, like it is now, the AM station. But like I think every day for an hour they used to play top 40 music, and that's how we got to hear what was new or whatever. But hip hop was non-existent. The music scene, like it was like alternative stuff. It wasn't. Fayetteville, Northwest Arkansas wasn't no urban stuff going on.
So now I want to ask, how do you feel about the rap and hip hop scene now compared to how you felt about it back then?
I feel like so it's some people here that have talent. It's some people here that have talent, but I think that this scene suffers from what I call an identity crisis. Like it doesn't know what it doesn't, and it mainly starts with the artists, because I don't think the artists know what they want to convey as artists. Like I think they look at what they see and they copy it. You know what I'm saying? Like they what they hear, they copy it. I just don't, and that's something that I don't understand. I can look at something and admire it and be like, I'm a fan of it, but I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you want to do that? Like, it's the same, and it's just not. It's just not this community. It's the whole. It's everything. Like they see something, they want to sound like it. They see the video, they want the video to look like it. Doing this in front of the like I don't know. Like I can look at something and admire it and yeah, like that's great. But like me as a creative, like I don't want to do that. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do what I saw and I like it, but I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I feel like this area is chasing something, like it's chasing something. And it is not chasing our own sound. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking about Arkansas period. Like we just need to create, like we need our own, everybody, like the producers and the rappers need to get together and like, let's create a sound for us. Like quit trying to sound like Atlanta, quit trying to sound like Memphis, quit trying to sound like we need our own sound. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
You've said a lot about the local scene, but as far as the commercial hip hop and rap scene, how do you feel about that compared to how it used to be when you were growing up?
It's the same. It's the same. It's like most people sound the same. most people sound the same. Like so what people doing now is they making broad, like the hooks. don't really mean nothing. They just saying a lot of stuff in the hook. So with that, they could just go in the verses and they could just talk about whatever. Cause it's like the hook, like the songs don't really mean nothing. Like the hooks say different kind of stuff. Like one line don't really got nothing to do with the next line. Blah blah blah. I get to go, and it's like that's how the song is. But you know, that's what people like, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what I ain't hate like you know you supposed to do like it's a business, so I guess you do what works. You know what I'm saying? You do what works, and I guess that works. So that's it's the same, bro. Everything's the same. Like you got now. It's always a few people that's gonna stand out. You know, it's always a few people that kind of like walk to the beat of their own drum, man, and they stand out. But the majority, man, is just it's just fluff. You know what I'm saying?
You've managed to handle the transition from CDs to streams really well. You're always on social media posting content, music videos, and whatever to get your fans engaged. How do you feel about social media being a marketing tool for artists? And also, how do you feel about social media in general? Like, what kind of effects is social media usage having on people, good and bad?
I feel like for artists, man, social media is it's like a godsend. It's like a way that you can just get your stuff to people. Like it can reach people. It's no limit. Like you can reach people in different countries. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great. Like it's great. But at the same time, social media it really, bro, it allows people to portray something that they're not. And it's like it's no way for you to check. You don't know them. Like they could be from anywhere. They could been a deal, whatever. And they just put the stuff out there, and they putting people in the trunk, and they doing all this, you know what I'm saying, all this crazy stuff. And they really like they're really not that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's as far as music goes, it's good and it's bad. But as far as man, I hate to see like it's man, it's like idols. Like we look at stuff, and we look at people. They got a lot of followers. They got a lot. They got a lot of stuff, and we look at and like they're gods to people. Like they're gods to people. And I'm gonna tell you, like, so I think I was on Facebook, and I was scrolling down, and they had like a post of Taylor Swift. She had like a flat butt. Like, I don't know. Her butt looked real flat. You know what I'm saying? It looked real flat. And like, people was like, the caption said whatever it said. And people was like, the caption said something about her butt being flat, and people was, coming to her defense. Like, and it's like, I get it. And they were talking about body shame and stuff, but it's all down your timeline. People body shame people. Like, just because she Taylor Swift, like, she can't get, like, people can't talk about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can't, like, and people come to the defense of people that they don't even, that they not think, they don't know you. They don't, like, why are you, she, like, people can joke about her. She ain't, yeah, they showed a picture and her booty looked flat. That's facts. It is what it was. Like, and like, if it was me or if it was you, like, people would make jokes about it. Like, but people are so invested in these celebrities, and like they invested in people's celebrities' relationships and all that. Like, why are you so concerned with these people? Like, what's going on in their relationship? Like, who cares? Like, that's one of the, social media has done that, man. It's really celebrities put their life on display. I will say that, celebrities, they do put their life on display, but that's cool. But I don't care. Like, I know, like, it's like Cardi B and Offset, like, they got their thing going on, but my homie and his homegirl got their thing going on too. You know what I'm saying? They don't, like, they not, a celebrity will post something, same thing as somebody else will post. It'll get 6 million likes. You know what I'm saying? Another person, they'll go by the same post. The celebrity might have stolen it from them. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. They might have stolen from them. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the part of it that I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't fool with that at all. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
How do you feel about this experience that we're living called life? Do you think that people are taking their lives for granted? Do you think that we should be doing more while we're here on earth?
I think that people, it's a lot of stuff. Like, you look online, you look everywhere, like, everybody's trying to teach everybody about money. And man, you know, of course you need money. We all know that you need money. But nobody's ever teaching about time, bro. Nobody ever says nothing about, I don't hear people talking about managing time. And like, we living on borrowed time, bro. Like, you don't know. You doing all this stuff to secure money and making sure, you know, your finances good and all that. And you in Walmart shopping for some nectarines, you know what I'm saying? You going through there and looking through the produce section, and here come a live shooter. He shoot everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everything you've done is for nothing. You know, everything you've done is for nothing. We got to start, man, stuff that we want to do and we say we need to, like, do it. Like, do it. You don't know, like, man, you don't know what. You know, you driving down the road, somebody drunk, they wrong side of the road, full speed. You ain't looking, they ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be over in the instant. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel like, in my opinion, time is more important, way more important than money. You know what I'm saying? Because you can lose $100,000 and make it back. Like, an hour, bro, you can't get the hour back. You can't get the hour back. Like, man, time with your family, time and all that stuff, man, that's paramount. You know what I mean? That's paramount. That's, that trumps all the other stuff. So, I just think, like, we need, like, can we get some time management classes? Like, can we get some, you know what I'm saying? Can we get some people talking about time? Because I just feel like I feel like it's like I said, paramount. So,
what do you consider your biggest accomplishment in your life?
Oh, my kids, man. I don't like everything that we do. It should be like a foundation for them. You know what I mean? Everything. So, but in saying that, like, man, actually giving life to, actually giving life and opportunity to somebody else. That's the most important. That's the most important thing, man. That's I can't think of nothing else I accomplished more than that, and I done some stuff in music, and I done some stuff in other areas that I'm proud of, you know what I mean? But I'm way prouder of my kids, you know what I mean? So,
have you ever hit rock bottom? Like, have you ever got to the lowest point in your life?
Yeah, like a whole bunch of times. A whole bunch of times. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, just like trying to be a rock star, experimenting with different stuff, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. Like, I'm gonna say in some aspects, I hit rock bottom like every 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. But man, I remember when my first baby mama, man, my first long story short, man, she had left me. She had finally picked up and left me. I was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the most, but you know, I thought I had her. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had her. I thought I was, you know. But then one day, it's like, nah, I'm done. I'm through. And like me not being in control of that situation, like I actually lost control of that. Like I lost control of that situation, and she was like, "Nah, I'm not." And man, I'm talking about, bro. You talking about can't eat, can't. I'm talking about can't. Bro, funny story. My old boy, C. Wright, free my guy C. Wright. We was at his house, man. And, man, I was losing weight. He said, "Man, eat these bag of chips." Man, I would eat the bag of chips and I couldn't swallow. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't swallow. He was like, "Man, what's wrong with you?" He was like, "Nigga, you better eat." You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you better eat. And I mean, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't, bruh. I ain't never been like, but you know, that was probably back in 2006. Man, I done started over so many times. I'm talking about like financially, like I done just said, forget my like left stuff in the apartment, fully furnished. Like I gotta go. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I done did that like so many times. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, man, bro, you gotta have faith. I can start rock bottom again. I could do it again. I mean, I don't want to. Don't get that. Don't get that. I don't want to, but man, you know, that's always in the back of my mind too. Like, you know, I might have to hit rock bottom again. But like I hit rock bottom a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't saying present tense. Like I be hitting rock not too long ago. So yeah, like it happens. You know what I mean?
What kind of advice do you have for local artists?
Stop trying to do stuff for a trend, man. Do the music. Like do the music. Like the trend gonna trend itself. Like the trend gonna make itself. Like don't try to make trendy music. Don't try to make I'm making this for this. Here go, I'm making this. Like, bro, make the music. Like just make the music. Don't concentrate on what you're making it for. Just make the music. The audience and the reception is gonna determine what you're making it, like what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like don't like. I just feel like everybody's chasing. They chasing this look, this sound, this demeanor. Like just make the music. Make the music. Like make the music. Everything else is gonna take care of itself. That and be yourself. Like this is what I tried to tell this one artist. I get a lot of people that send me stuff. And like, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if you send me something, I'm gonna be honest with you. I done made a lot of enemies like that, but I mean I'm gonna be honest with you. But I want like you don't have to be something like it's somebody who's interested. It's people that's interested in who you are, you know, and who you are. Like your story works. Like your story works. It might not work for this person, that person, but it works. Like put your story on wax. Put your story, like, you know what I mean? Like the way you living, like somebody can relate to that. No matter what it is, somebody can relate to how you living, bro. So just do you. That's in a nutshell, that's it. Just do you.
Where is life taking you? Like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? What kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Oh, man, I want to be considered as a musician. Like, I want to be, like, when you look my name up on Wikipedia, I don't want it to say rapper first. I wanted to say musician, because that's what I listen for. That's what I mean. I listen for the music part of stuff first. So like, man, I want to be. I want to make, and I want to make perfect music. And what I mean by that, like I want like I got some songs in my head. I got some songs that I consider perfect, like perfect production, perfect concept, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Perfect melody. Like I want to strive, and I know you ain't gonna just hit perfection, but I strive for perfection. So when somebody look my name up or look my music up, I want them to hear that like hear that I'm really, you know, uh, that I'm really focused on the music part. Uh, as far as personally, bro, I'm trying to get to heaven. So I want people to like I'm not trying to get over on nobody or nothing like that, man. Man, I want people to know that I was a solid person. Like inside and out, I was a solid individual. Like I did solid stuff. Like like you can trust me. Like I ain't gonna try to get over on you, not about no money or nothing. Like I'm not like that. Money don't drive me like that. And it probably should drive me more, but it don't drive me like that. Like I would honesty, loyalty, that's what drive me. You know what I mean? Like I'm that kind of person. I'm not money motivated like that.
How do you feel about the 2024 presidential candidates?
Don't care. Don't care. Like I be looking at stuff, and don't get me wrong, like I understand politics, but the thing is like, man, I've been hearing people talk about Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush again. You know what I'm saying? Uh Donald Trump, Obama. Like none of them have personally changed my situation. Like when I was young, my people was struggling middle, like, and it's still the same. So like when a president comes along and he changes our situation, then maybe I care. But I don't. I mean, people want you to care. They want you to care, but it really don't. A president hasn't really affected me. You know what I'm saying? Like a president hasn't really affected me. I understand the politics and you know but it does like who who's ever the president never has affected. I'm 44 years old. It's never affected me. Never. It's never. Whoever was president had nothing to do with me. Now, I guess to answer your question though, it's the lesser of two evils. And whatever you think is the lesser of two, I mean, because they all gangsters. They all done did crooked stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, have at it. Like y'all have at it. Y'all whatever whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care though. I could care less about who's the president of the United States.
Do you have any people in your lineage, in your family, who have a musical background?
Yeah, my grandfather, Arthur Big Boy Spires. That's my dad's grandfather. He did blues back in the. You could look him up. He got music on Apple Music and you could Google his name, Arthur Big Boy Spires. He did blues back in the 1930s, and supposedly, man, he played with some pretty big, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf. Those like he played with all of those people, man. So, I'd like to think that's what I got it from. That's where I got it from. And don't get me wrong. Don't quote me on this, but he also had, I think it was his brother, blind Bud Spires. He was blind and he played the harmonica and stuff. He got stuff on YouTube and stuff. You can look it up. Like pretty popular. He got pretty. He got the. So yeah, on my dad's side, I had some music people. I guess that's where I get it from. The music bug, you know.
What do you have to say to artists who feel like they want to quit doing music because they're not gaining as much success as they would like to have at the moment?
That you slapping me in my face. You know what I'm saying? You slapping me in my face. Because that means that I should have quit a long time ago. And I ain't quit. Like, so, man, what are you in it for? You in it for the money, or you in it for do you really like to do it? I mean, if you in it for some quick cash and you ain't hit yet, then you probably should quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably should quit. I mean, you keep going. This is the thing, like they say, bro, one hit could change your life. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep going, but like, bro, I really, really think that not enough people are in it for the love of actually making music. It's a business part that comes with it, but if you really love music, like, you're not gonna quit. If you really love making music, you're not gonna quit. You're not gonna, if it's like a hobby to you, which is fine, like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you really love it, you ain't gonna quit. And if you in it for the love of it, man, my advice to you is, bro, do what you love. Do what you love. Like, keep doing what you love. Like, don't worry about the reception. I know we do care. We do care about the reception, but make music that sounds good to you. You know what I'm saying? Make music that sounds good to you. That's it. You know?
If people want to get in contact with you, how would they?
Man, everywhere. King Pimpin 870. Instagram, IG, Snapchat, everywhere. King Pimpin 870. If you type King Pimpin in anywhere, all my stuff will come up. You know, so that's everywhere. You know, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. So just look me up.